Brown, man. Listen, Junior. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money. That's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Yo, what's going on out there, fight world? It's your boy Money back with another one, man. And this one here is on the WBC Middleweight World Champion, Charlo, and the WBO World Champion, Demetrius Boo Andrade. You understand? Listen, man. This is the best fight at middleweight. Feel me? We all seen what Maul just did. You know, just established himself arguably as the #1 middleweight in the world. You know, we know Canelo, he jumping weight to weight, so we can't really say what weight class he in. Maul, to me, just established himself as the best middleweight in the world. You understand? And he's the WBC world champion. So we seen what he did to Demetrius. We all just seen that. We seen the skill level. We seen the patience. We seen the jab, and we see how that boy worked in that ring. You feel me? This is the best dude at 160 right now. So to the one, somehow he's a fake champion that, oh, he don't deserve that belt. Shut your mouth because you don't know what you're talking about. You feel me? Shut your mouth. You know, Maul is the best guy at 160, and people got to respect that. Whether you like the man or not, one thing you got to do is respect it, the hard work and the determination to be great. He wanted to fight everybody. You know what I mean? He wanted to fight Canelo. He wanted to fight Triple G. But they passed on him, you know, and he did what he did. And then we're looking at Demetrius Andrade. You know, I think it's the second best middleweight in the division. You feel me? Andrade is a bad boy. Now, we all got our little thing about him for not fighting Charlo at 154. He wanted more money when he was the IBF champion. But that's neither here nor there. We talking about right now. You understand? And Demetrius Andrade is still a bad boy. You know, he work his ass off. He work hard. Skillful as fuck. He got the potential to beat anybody, in my opinion, from 154 to 160. You know what I mean? Or even at 168 because he's a tall dude, man. Andrade is a tall dude. But nonetheless, he's the second best dude at the division. You know, the WBO World Champion was supposed to fight Billy Joe Saunders, but we all know what happened with Billy Joe. I had him beating Billy Joe, but it was going to be a tough fight. That was going to be his toughest fight of his career. But it didn't happen. But he still did what he had to do to become world champion. You know what I mean? Now he's on the zone, you feel me? And Maul is with PBC, so they're going to have to try to work something out. But we know Maul want everybody. We know Maul want everybody. You feel me? This man never shied away from nothing. He never backed down from nothing. So I'm surprised why the fans don't give him the respect that he deserves. You know what I mean? Him and his brother just went out there Saturday and proved that they are stars. Proved that they are stars. Prove that they are top elite fighters. And if you're a boxing fan, that's what you want to see out of fighters. You want to see top elite fighters. You feel me? And if you're talking about Maul and the top elite fighter, then y'all boys don't know boxing. Y'all don't know boxing. Y'all need to go hang it up and watch UFC or watch WWE. You understand me? Because this boy is the goods. This boy is the trill. When this boy is Houston, Texas. And these boys are bad, man. You know what I mean? Look at them, man. How can you deny that? How can you deny that? And you definitely can't deny this, man. For the people who look at him, I know people shit on his name, boo-boo, this, that, and the third. But one thing you can't deny is that man's skill set. Look at him, man. Look at the defense. Pop out. Look, the man is bad, boy. The man is bad, and you got to respect it, bro. You got to respect it. Andrade, he worked his ass off. You know, ever since he stepped up to 160, he been trying to fight the best himself. We know the zone. We know what's going on over there. You know, I don't knock the man for going to sign with the zone. You do what you do and how you do it. You do what you do and how you do it, as long as you're trying to fight the best. You feel me? And Andrade, he is, like I say, the second best in the division, and he deserves his respect, bro. He deserves his respect. And I'm going to get his man his respect. Like I say, you can hate people outside the ring, this, that, and the third, but you got to respect them inside the ring and their accolades, you know? And this boy can fight his ass off. I remember once upon a time they had him mixed up with Canelo at 154. You know, when he was fighting on ESPN and Canelo was fighting on HBO, if I'm not mistaken. You feel me? But this dude can fight, bro. Andrade fought some of everybody in the amateurs. Coming up to the pros, he's still a bad boy. Now he's the champion. You feel me? Now let's get into it, man. Maul Andrade. Maul Andrade. Best fight at 160 right now to me. The best fight at 160 right now to me. The winner would be the 160-pound king, man. That would be the 160-pound king. We know Triple G over there. He's not trying to fight either or. We don't know who the hell he fighting. I don't even know the guy's name. You feel me? I respect Triple G and everything he done in the boxing ring. You feel me? But he's not trying to fight nobody right now. After Demetrius whooped on him like that, And don't get me wrong, he hit Derevchenko back with some shit. I got to rewatch that fight. But I had Derevchenko winning that fight. I had Derevchenko winning that fight, and Derevchenko should have been the new IBF world champion. You know what I mean? That Maul and Derevchenko fight should have been for a unification bout, and Maul should be a unified world champion right now. Y'all listen to me? Maul should be a unified world champion right now. But that's all right, because guess what? This fight right here can be for a unification. You feel me? This can be for a unification. Now, we know it ain't going to happen next, and that's the fucked up part. It's not going to happen next because I think Andrade got a fight coming up. You seen Maul just get his fight in. But if they can try to squeeze it for next year sometimes, man, this is the fight at 160. This is for the middleweight supremacy right here. You feel what I'm saying? And if Canelo want to come back down, then he can fight the winner of this fight, because we know he's not going to try to fight either or. You know, I think this fight will put one of these dudes on that level, on that pedestal. You feel me? Because this is a pay-per-view fight. This right here is a pay-per-view fight. And if anybody says it's not, you're a damn fool. But this is a pay-per-view fight, and I think this fight does numbers. I think this fight make Canelo look down and say, you know what? Them boys just did great numbers. Them boys just did great work. I need to go challenge them. And we already know WBC want Maul and Canelo. They want Maul and Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know if Canelo go try to follow suit or what. We know he over there with the zone. He got his legal problems going on. You feel what I'm saying? They trying to get that out the way. We know Demetrius Andrade with the zone, and we don't even know if they can even make Canelo and Demetrius Andrade happen. So I know this going to be a stretch. And we know Maul is looking at, well, I ain't going to say looking at, we know it was a possibility he could have fought Chris Eubanks. A lot of people not liking that fight, but you can't just wait around and try to get these fights and not understand that. You know, no man is going to wait for the other man, especially when you got to make your money to feed your family. You feel me? But this fight right here is the fight, man. This is the fight. And we looking at skill-wise, the top-notch skills in the business. In the business, we know Demetrius Andrade a hell of a boxer. You feel me? Got defense, know how to use his legs, can box, southpaw, great angles, man. And he got some pop. You know, he got some pop. He ain't got that Maul pop, but he got some pop. You feel me? And when we look at Maul, man, like I say, we seen him, man. That man got a jab like a right hand, bro. He got a jab like a right hand. That jab just tore Derevchenko up, man. It just tore him up, busted him open, had his eyes on swole mode. And you saw how he was just mastering it, bro. Just mastering it. And it was a hell of a fight. It was a hell of a fight. Salute to Derevchenko for being tough, but Maul went out there and destroyed that man. Like I told y'all, take everything you got and put it on Jermall Charlo. And I meant that. I meant that. And that man went out there and he delivered, bro. He delivered. And if anybody say anything less than spectacular performance, then guess what? Go watch the UFC and go watch the WWE. But looking at Maul and Andrade, bro, it's a 50-50 fight in my opinion. You feel me? I'm giving the edge to Maul Charlo because of the jab and the power. But like I said, Demetrius Andrade has the skills to beat anybody from 154 to 168. You know what I mean? And that's just giving that man his praise because he deserves it. You know? But like I say, Maul is a bad boy. He just showed me that he's the #1 middleweight in the division. And it ain't just because he beat Derevchenko. It's how he beat Derevchenko. It's how he beat Derevchenko. We seen how Danny Jacob fought him. We seen how Triple G fought him. And we seen how Mel just, you know, took him apart. Took him apart. You know what I mean? And Derevchenko, he can box. He ain't just no Rudy Poo. He can box. You feel me? So you got to show respect where respect is due. You know? And like I say, Andrade to me is the second best in the division. You know what I mean? Because he can box, but he still haven't had that marquee fight yet to say, well, I could say Andrade the #1 cat of the division. Now, skill-wise and talent-wise, when I see with my eyes, I'm saying he's #2. But if he'd have fought Billy Joe Saunders and went out there and demolished him, then I could say something different. But he couldn't get that fight because we know Billy Joe got popped dirty for steroids. But nonetheless, this is the fight he can prove himself. This is the fight he can prove himself. He say he been wanting Charlo, he'll fight either or, you know what I mean? Or he'll beat both of them. Well, now it's time for you to start pushing for your promoters, Eddie Hearn, and your network, The Zone, to start thinking about this fight and figure out how can y'all make it come together. Figure out how y'all can make it come together. I remember Eddie Hearn talking about Jermall Charlo don't get a fight over there because all the belts was over there, and if he don't come to The Zone, there's no fights. I know y'all don't remember that, but Monty Brown do. I know y'all don't remember that, but Monty Brown do. You feel what I'm saying? Now, tables has turned. Maul has got the WBC scrap. The one up off of your fighter, Canelo Alvarez, the one that he vacated. You know what I mean? The one that he vacated because he didn't want to fight Maul. You feel me? And now he's the world champion. Now he's the world champion. Now we need to try to figure out how we can make this fight happen because, like I say, this is the best fight at 160 pounds. The winner will be the 160-pound king, but right now I still got Maul as the #1 fighter. He went out there and proved it, man. He went out there and proved it. But this fight, like I say, it's a hell of a fight. 50-50, 55-45 is close. You know what I mean? You can say 55 Maul way, 45 Demetrius Andrade, but to me, I think it's a 50-50 fight. It can go either way. But like I say, I edged Jermall, man. I edged Jermall. That boy showed me something this past Saturday, and I'm going to get credit where credit is due. You understand? This is the fight I want to see at 160. You know we want to see Canelo fight one of these dudes, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm going to look at what's in the division and what can get made. What's a serious fight that can get made. Canelo talking about fighting that heavyweight and all that shit. I ain't got time for that, man. I'm looking at what's on paper and what can get made. And this fight right here is a fight that can get made. Will be difficult because of the networks, but nonetheless, if they really want it, they can make it happen. If they really want it, they can make it happen. And I want to see this fight. This is the fight to prove who's the best at 160 pounds, and we need to push for it. You feel me? We need to push for it. But until then, family, this your boy Monty. This the ANSBC move. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If you can't, just tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the video. And y'all know my status, man. Big dog status.
Pushing Alexis, where she'll never be broke long as it's a Mexican. Me and her had a connection. It was money over everything. Try to jump a 50 course, get the dough and boomerang. A hoe will tell you anything.